Then you get to the dreaded SWOT analysis that every student and manager in the world knows. And I've got to be careful on a video, but I will tell you that if you look at this, I might as well tell you what that mnemonic means. It means scientific wild-ass guess. That's what it means. Having said it, please forgive me for using that dreadful word, but most SWOT analyses I've ever seen in my long life have been complete nonsense. Because they look like this, ladies and gentlemen. You've seen them. Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats. And I can tell you, I can write anybody's threats down anywhere in the world without even knowing who you are. First threat I'd put down is the weather. The weather's always on there. And then you get competitors, they're always on there. Then you get changing technology, that's on there. Then you get regulation, then you get deregulation, then you get the Koreans, don't you? And guess what's on the other side, the opportunity side? You get the same things, except the Koreans never make it to the opportunity side, do they? And you get vapid things up there like good products and weaknesses, price is too high. It is very much like saying my head's in the oven, my feet's in the fridge, on average we're quite comfortable. You cannot possibly do that, just like you can't do a CSI study, customer satisfaction index, on varied consumers or users. You've got to get them in a segment and say, now we'll do a SWOT analysis on a segment, or we'll do a SWOT analysis or a customer satisfaction index survey on a group of customers with the same or similar needs. Otherwise you end up averaging, don't you? And that's why SWOTs are useless in the main. And everybody I know, I mean, you wouldn't believe it, they actually teach this stuff in some business schools. They actually teach it. We encourage people to do averages. And it is a complete nonsense, believe me. And I spend a lot of my life abroad working for the big companies. And if I happen to be in a hotel on my own, what I do, sad, I wander around the corridors, because in every hotel, in every city, in every country in the world, they run in-company seminars and workshops. And in the syndicate rooms you get the flip charts, and they've all got these on. They've all got the crucifix on, SWOT analysis. And they all say the same thing. And usually at the bottom it says actions, improve communications, or something vapid like that. But they've all had a lovely time writing it, and nobody does anything different, because it's pointless, isn't it? So if you go to what a SWOT analysis should be, you may not be able to see this, but this is a segment of the market. Now you cannot do this if you haven't done your segmentation. It's a segment of the market. It's a specific group with the same or similar needs, isn't it? You can then say, what factors do these people take into consideration when they decide to buy from you or any of your competitors? And it will be different by segment. And the weights out of 100 will be different. You might find that in one particular segment, the price segment, 10% shall we say of the total market, you might find that price accounts for 60% of their purchase in that small segment. In another you might find it's something to do with product efficacy, or it might be to do with service. But don't write vapid words like that down, because service could mean anything from answering the phone in 5 seconds to on time in full. Now when I do this with companies, I can tell you all the years I've been doing it, companies really, when they're honest, they do know the answers to these questions. If they're honest, they know the answers to the questions. If they're not